All right, and we have the early warning weather alert here too because of that same storm system that will be coming our way. We'll see its effects in somewhat of a different fashion in that most of us are going to just see plain rain as this system comes in our direction, but some of us across Connecticut will see more than that. I think we are going to see the chance for some frozen precipitation. There is an ice storm warning for parts of Litchfield County. The northern half of it is under that warning, and that will be starting tonight and going into tomorrow, where there could be an upwards of a quarter inch to a half inch or even more of accumulation of frozen rain, especially in the central part of this area. The higher terrain is where we're most worried about that necessarily, because that's where it will be coldest. But there's a winter weather advisory for the rest of northern Connecticut. There could be pockets of frozen precipitation in northeastern Connecticut too, particularly. The models are saying there may be enough warm air through the Connecticut River Valley that we won't be prone to that along I-91 and through Hartford and most of the suburbs right around the city. But we'll watch it, and of course southern Connecticut's not under any advisory at all because it's going to be just plain rain. As we take a look at our Futurecast tomorrow's weather today, what you'll notice through today is just increasingly cloudy skies, but no precipitation until 5 or 6. Then once we get to that time frame, western Connecticut gets it first, of course, and notice that pink color hanging on across northern Litchfield County and even into northwestern Hartford County too is in that at times as well. And you can see that happening through the wee hours of the morning. Most of us, though, will more than likely be seeing plain rain. I-84, I-91, I-95, 395, seeing plain rain. Going into the wee hours of the morning, notice how there might be an expansion of frozen precipitation across northeastern Connecticut. We'll also see continued frozen precipitation in northwestern Connecticut. This model has most of the greater Hartford area, Waterbury, Danbury, also New Haven and Bridgeport, all along the shoreline through Norwich and Willimantic, all in just plain rain. And you can see that generally is going to be the way it plays out through the morning hours on Monday and into the afternoon. Northwestern Connecticut in particular may continue to see frozen precipitation. You head through most of the rest of the state, even in northeastern Connecticut through the afternoon tomorrow. It's looking like it's more just plain rain. And there could be some heavier pulses of that as well going into the afternoon hours of just the plain rain. So this is our potential icing according to our Futurecast. As I said before, I think this is a little bit underdone. I think we may have a few pockets across northeastern Connecticut that see some light glazing. And I think in northwestern Connecticut, especially north of Torrington, maybe even northwestern parts of Hartford County, including Heartland. And then as we look up towards Colebrook and Norfolk, that's where we might see some icing that could be a quarter of an inch to a half inch or even more in a few pockets, very isolated. Maybe up the Housatonic, there may be enough warming that you just see a little bit of glaze, but you get higher in elevation. That's where I think you're going to see more of that icing. Waterbury, Middletown, Norwich, all of this down here, it's just going to be plain rain. I don't see any real icing concerns at all. And I think the models continue to say there'll be enough warmth pushed up into the Connecticut and Farmington valleys that really it would be just too warm to have more than just plain rain. But northwest and northeast, that's where we could see mainly what should be frozen rain more than anything else is what we're looking at with this one. That's in your early warning 7-day forecast. So not everybody's going to be in the frozen precipitation. A lot of us will have plain rain, but we highlight the concern for some of us in that early warning weather alert that starts tonight and then goes in through the day tomorrow. And you can see that it'll be off and on rain. I've got a temperature of 40 there, but that's essentially Hartford South. I think a lot of towns in northwestern and northeastern Connecticut will see highs in the 30s tomorrow, and that'll be that. The storm will probably wind down Tuesday morning with perhaps some wet snowflakes with little to no accumulation. And then once it's gone, temperatures will rise into the middle 40s with partly sunny skies for the end of New Year's Eve. And New Year's Eve night, as we go to maybe downtown Hartford for first night Hartford, weather should actually be pretty good. It'll be dry. It'll be in the 30s by that point, and as we usher in the new year, maybe about 35 or so will be the temperature as we turn to the new year, 2020. The first day of New Year's, it's going to be really nice. It's going to be partly sunny with highs 38 to 41.